Here we are again. We are live again. Let me see if I can tweak some of these audio settings because some of them were a little bit wonky. Let's see, what is back time and threshold? Negative 26, but if I do something like this, and then let's go to something like this. Is that better? I I think that is because I talk a little bit quieter. Cool. So we'll go with that for the moment. Just a small change to the noise gate because I think that was, or that is just one of the things that is a little bit crazy for me here. Sniffle. All right. Maybe I'll actually put the noise gate up just between there and there. So it'd be 39. How's that? Okay, let's go with that. The other thing that I thought was worth mentioning was that I feel like I need to have something more interesting to look at on a daily basis. Anyway, I'm gonna try to talk a little bit more this time, not get stuck in my head. So what I'm thinking of is I'd like to. So I've started out with making some of the changes here. This concept of environment, but I'd like to have different environments here. For example, a environment for Laravel, and in this environment, I want to have some volume mounts, and these will be extra volume mounts. And so if for some reason the environment needs something special to work, I'd like to have those in there. Having said that, every environment will need a little bit of config in it to make the port mapping and everything work with Nginx. And so this would be like extra stuff. So let's see, volumes, I'll say, and the volumes. I think I could, yeah, we'll have like I don't know if this will work, but working directory. Let's see. So in the Alpine Linux container images, there's these comp files with php.ini files in them. Um, oh, interesting. I want. I guess I got to do it. Another object in here, which is kind of annoying. In. Let's see. Host container. And then for the container, it would be something like that. Um, and yeah, so you could have the current project's PHP ini file. Why is that useful? There's some configurations in there that you might want to have the ability to set. Now, this But this is just an example of how that could work. Um, for like a Laravel project. Okay, that might be something I want there. The other thing would be um, startup command. Let's see. I'm trying to, because I want to have like serve functionality and shell functionality. And with the startup commands, it can, I guess, I could have the serve startup versus the shell startup, something like that. Something like the serve command, I could spell. And then that could be, um, yes, just as a, I guess the interesting thing is that, okay, you have a Laravel, so when you're serving, you can have a Laravel API, or you could have like a front end situation. But yeah, but like as an example of something you might need to do, it'd be like PHP artisan serve. Um, that would be part of your serve command. Whereas, um, otherwise it would just be, you know, normal a normal shell that would start up. So something like that. That's kind of one environment. Whereas, um, if you're serving with Go, you're not going to use PHP Artisan Serve. You're going to use an entirely different different idea there. This would be nice to have a, you know, the ability to configure that. Go run, and then in your project, you could have the ability to. Um, oh, which brings me to one more thing, but too. Uh, let's see. You could have zip command. Is that? I don't remember how I like to organize my projects here. Yeah, something like that. Um, and then let's see. Port 8 30,000. I guess one more thing to think through. Um, so you've got I guess I need to add some context. So for APIs, I'm always going to use port 8000 for the exposing of the port. So anything mapped to port 8000 will get mapped to this. So I have a directory for projects that get a port and DNS is automatically assigned to them. So these are examples. And then we have the ports. You've got the container port. Defaults to is always 8000. The host and so the idea here being that this is a magic port. Don't mess with it. But then you might have additional ports that you need to expose for debugging purposes, for example. I'm trying to think how true that is. I have something like this as well. Lumen. With this guy, it's going to be slightly different, right? It's going to be okay. And then that should be good. And so, what is this? Um, then you might also have, I guess, if you are serving something up like a front end, um, let's say that you end up having like a view project. Um, yeah, I guess you could have that just be another environment. So you could say like Laravel with view, or just have a view. That'd be kind of cool. And here, let's move that alphabetically where it should be, which is number one. But then for view, for subject matter might be the, yeah, views. What is views? Let's see, command. Let's see. Command. Yeah, probably just make view serve. And then let's see. I think so. Okay. Uh-huh, uh-huh. We can figure that out as we need it, but yeah, that'd kind of be the idea. Let's see how that globally. Um, yeah, it's kind of cool. Okay, cool. So something like this. Okay, but that idea. And so then we can further out. So in the future, we can basically go about making more and more and more environments that could be implemented with this whole concept here. So view. And so eventually we'll have like a nice little suite of environments, we'll be able to serve each of them and have custom configurations for them. And yeah, I think it's a good start point. I don't need that I need anything more custom than this. But if I do, I'll let people know, you know. But yeah, it's kind of cool. Yeah, okay. So we'll I kind of like this structure, and so I want to go forward with building something like the structure. But I guess before I get too hardcore into building out these things, let's see if we can build out the ability to deploy this. And so um, to get it running with one of these things and just see if we can find the limitations that we have. Because if we have any limitations with this thing, then I'd like to know before I build out all of these options, because I might need more options, I might not need all of them, but I think I need all of them. And so let's see. So I've got the ability to um okay. So I've got the ability to store like parts of my project that I care about. I've got the CSHRC location, which still will likely come in handy unless there's um unless I don't need it. Okay, I might not need it. I don't think I need this anymore. That could be kind of cool. Okay, so that's cool. I just need to have the ability then to um okay, yeah. So in the past I've needed that, but in this world, I guess the question is, can I run a Python script that ultimately runs a Docker command? Let's see, do I have Docker or Podman, excuse me. Let's come up with like a really simple Podman command to run. I've got my container development section here. What other? Yeah, Podman development. We've got that guy in here with this local Go file. We've got this basic Podman command here. So my question is, if I grab this and um, well, let's see, go to my sandbox, open up hello world here, and I run this command. Let's see, what did I change here? Unable to copy. I'm not. Let's see. Dashboard. Go to my containers. So I'm still running this guy. If I stop it, should just go away. Go away. Okay, now I run this. Images. Local go. So podman run, remove. I want to do the volume mount. I want to call it local go. And I want to use the local go image. Okay, let me use local go 125 322. I don't. This is embarrassing, guys. I've got an issue here, and I'm just. This is my guy. That's my guy, man. My pods, change. It's like I'm trying to build this thing. I can't be the basic thing run. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. The image name. Okay, okay. So that's the issue. I got it. So here, this needs to be. I do something like that. Version. I'm gonna come back to here. I just had this in the wrong location. And it says no such directory. Let's see, no such what directory? I'm literally in it, dog. Let's see. My brain's not working this morning. So let's see. Let's just ask my AI assistant here. Why isn't that working? How do you just follow the exact tags? Is my image tag off? 125322. It's a local go image. Let's see. It could be. That should work. It's saying. Let's see here. Debug me, debug me. I feel like this should work. Let's see. Hey, where are you going? I see Podman. Oh, well. I'm here. I'm trying to volume out this directory to the /out folder. I'm trying to name it. I mean, this is all good. It should just work. Um, Maybe it's because it doesn't have access to. So add the volume to the Podman shared folders. Okay, okay, that's got to be it. Initially, this was running on a local situation. Let's see, can volumes, settings. Preferences. Um, yeah. Okay, okay, okay. We can do something like this. Let's see. Is this where I always keep it? Let's see. Let's try this. Rootful true. Oh, let's see. Let's go back to here. Okay, okay, okay. Home directory thing is interesting. All right, let's give it a shot though. This might break my stuff and I may never get it back, but hopefully it doesn't. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Please no whammy. Please no whammy. Okay, it started successfully, and I should be able to run this command again. And see, I've got something in here. Well, maybe not. No such file or directory error status. Unknown flag volume. Well, that's fair. Um, maybe my volume's just off at the moment. Well, no, I'm really surprised by that. Okay. Um, because I have a feeling that if let's just run another test real quick. So I'm just gonna copy and paste this command from here to here. Just make sure that I'm not going crazy. There it is. I can there, and I want it to work just like that. And for some reason, thinks that there's no such directory as my volumes directory. Okay, so this is a little bit weird. And let's just try this other nonsense thing that I tried a moment ago. Yeah, this is dumb. Dumb AI advice that was never gonna work. Cool. So I'm surprised. I literally put here this guy. You're unhappy about that for some reason? Okay. Well, this we'll have to solve because this is unacceptable to me. But I think it is a Podman situation where it's got default location or yeah, let's just look up. Let's see. Something like that. Show me. All right. So mount the specified volume as root. Podman volume mount foo. In rootless mode, volume mount only works after executing the podman unshare command to enter the user namespace. So podman unshare, podman volume mount foo. So it mounts the specified volume's file system in a location which can be accessed from the host and returns its description. Returns its location. Rootless mode only supports mounting file volumes unless podman is run. Is this? I don't know that this is what I need. Let's see. Find a mount. Okay. Try and use Podbug, but my idea is to use a local folder and sync it with the container where I'll be running my application. This should work. Was it working with Docker? That's what I want, man. That's what I want. All right. Okay. So that's like mounting a home, but I want to mount my volumes. If a machine is not specified as an argument of the machine. So I think this is what I want. I think this is exactly what I want. Where a local folder is a path in my local machine that will be mapped on the remote folder on the container. The interesting thing is that this already works for me. What doesn't work is when I do it there, and I wonder if it's because of this init home home. Why not init v? This does work. This is edited after the fact. I don't, okay, I mean, I guess let's see what this goes. This other answer here. Got Podman machine stop machine default true. Init dash v. This guy was saying something to the effect of, I'm trying to use Podman for local development. My idea is to use a local folder and sync. It's just not the same. It's the same guy. Ah. So, okay, let's, I guess, read through this article here. Since you announced the document field, Yes, it did. But I don't, man, I don't want volume home. I want volume. Let's see. I mean, that's what I want. Okay. So that's home. Then I want this to not be that, but to be dun, 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 like that. I guess what I don't understand is this is the left, this is the right. Does that even make sense for it to be the home? I mean, I could try to change it that way, but that just feels so dirty. Can you have multiple dash V's, I wonder? Let's see, Podman, machine in it. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. I'm really getting into it this morning. Resources, Podman machine. What's this guy? Add registry and configure registries. Edit. Machine with root privileges. CPUs. Yeah, this is fine. Let's see. Settings. Custom path to binary. Auto start. Interesting. So this is the default one that it came with. And I guess the question that I have now is, do I need to make my own custom one? Probably. I don't want it though. I just want this to work outside the box. Work out of the box. Um, let's come back to my terminal. Podman machine, initialize virtual machine. It does already exist. Maybe I could help. Volume is string or array. Volumes to mount source target. Example /user /users /private bar folder. Okay. I mean, so if it's doing this by default, would I mean that's the same, I believe, as the volumes Macintosh hard drive users archetype right there. So if I instead mounted /volumes would that technically be better? It's kind of scary. But that seems to be what people are trying to say, is that my thing's not mounted. But maybe I could also, I guess it did give the example here of saying that you could source target user default is this guy here. If I I guess the scary thing there is that the container could get access to um, stuff it shouldn't have access to, which is kind of cool, kind of scary now that I think about it. Okay. Well, I'll add, let's see, is there a way to modify this? Let's see, Podman, secure the copy constant display, inspect list machines, remove all machines from an existing machine, set a virtual machine setting. Set CPU's unit. Can I set the volume? Whether this machine should prefer rootable container execution. Number of CPUs. Whether this machine should use. I feel like there's not the ability to set the volume. I guess if I just do volume, can I set it? Podman machine. Oh yeah, no, there's not. So I need like info. I'm guessing that's only in a init situation. So we're gonna copy this, paste it there, and then what I'd like to add is slash this guy here. Slash volumes slash Riddick slash users. Something like that. off the trailing slash. That would be my other users directory, which then I'd have access to and be able to do the work that it needs to do. I think that would fix it. But then the next thing I'll have to do is to, hey, what the, is my stream busted? What is this? Hello? Hello? Or is it just really delayed? It's like right now. Hold up, hold up. Oh no, it's not busted. It's just that little preview is busted. Sheesh, I was getting nervous there for a second. Okay. Let me actually view the stream. I'm kind of concerned now. Okay, okay, now everything's working just fine. Okay, so the issue that I currently have is that I have a Podman instance that doesn't have access to my folders that I need to have access to, which means I'll have to ultimately go to my Podman development. The other command I had in here was to Podman I want that because this guy had a Alpine 82 version. Something like that, and then dot, I think. All right, let's see. Is there a way to get my existing settings? And we've got this guy in here. I don't mind these settings. These settings all seem good. I think I had, okay, so 6, 6. Okay. Okay, and so come back here. This is the way to do it that doesn't use the UI, but I want to use the UI. So I got Podman info. What if I run that command? This is probably exposed to something I shouldn't expose. That's all good though. Here, I'm going dark. Too late for that. So API version. Uh-huh. Okay, interesting. So after installing Podman in your system, you have the option to set a new pod machine relay command. Pod machine. You might get in there like something above. Okay, now you run the command. Hmm. 8,192. Okay. And then on this dude, CPU equals 4. Disk size. Okay. So when I run Podman machine in it, it says I already have one. Can you give it a name? Um, I guess remove Podman machine list. And so this is the Podman machine default. Cool. So let's just say Podman remove. Let's see how to do that. So the default one can't be destroyed because it's running. Stop. Remove. I'm sorry. But yes, we got to break eggs to make eggs, as they say. So Podman machine init, and then here, let's see, and then also looking at the stuff that I had saved. I want 6 CPUs. So six. I think this size was 100. So I'm going to assume that's how that works. Two. And then dash volume. Let's see if my array is going to work here. Put it in here somewhere. Where did I put you? There you are. Something like that. No matches for that guy. Let's see if I can put that in quotes. I may have just broken everything. We'll find out. Sorry guys if I did. This is gonna ruin the whole stream. Everything's busted. Podman machine start. Reveal yourself, Podman. Okay. So it's looking possibly promising. This volume's, I mean, it says it can take an array. We will see. But if it does, then then we're cooking with gas. Oh man, these live streams are so exciting for Software Intro. I wonder how I can make this more exciting. Hey, look at that. I've got a thing starting still. So that's promising. I'm glad I found this early before I had like a lot of, I don't know, important configuration or something in there. It's still starting. Dun 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 dun. Yeah. Dun 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 dun. Yeah. Let's get it. I mean, it says it's starting. I don't know how long it's supposed to take to start, but it's cool. See if it runs use pod machine ls. Everything looks like what I asked it to be otherwise. So I'm feeling confident, I'll say. This is a new problem for me. I feel like I've overcame it. And for that, I thank myself for being reasonably reasonable. Come on, get it. This is taking quite a while. You know, now that I think about it, when I did the initial Podman setup, it did take a chunk of time to do this stage. So I wonder how long it takes. But in the meantime, not in the meantime. So what I want to do is just to make sure all of this hubbubaloo started when um, I was looking to um, get access to. I'm looking to just run a test command to see if I can actually. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a test command to confirm if I can run doc podman commands from a script, a Python script. Because if I can start them and execute them from the script, then we're golden. I know they can with something like PHP and whatever. I know they can with I'm pretty sure I can with Python. I'm just like nervous about it. Let's see. Yeah, I can using the sub process run stuff. Because if I can do that, then what I can do is I can have my podman command. I can have my cdev commands. Um, just basically executed, which would then make it so that I don't need to have any Z. I don't need to mess with like the git whatever config. Sorry, the ZSH RC file more than I have to. Just ensure that I have the alias in there, and then Bob's your uncle and Betty's your aunt. Run the command from there and generate all of the fancy command logic from there, which should make it pretty easy. Because then it's just a matter of programmatically generating a Python string, sending that to a Python subprocesses run function, and letting that run. So yeah, I'll say I'm pretty excited about the prospect of that idea. And that's where I'm at. That's why. That's why I wasn't live over here. Somehow I paused it. Okay, cool. Well, soon enough. But in order for this to work, I have to be able to run the command on a volume mount that I have. And the mounted volume is maybe taking a little bit. A little bit of time to get configured. So yeah, what I'm trying to do is these two commands. So got my hello world option here. I'll get my test. No. My test command queued up. And as soon as that's all done, I'll run this and start cranking. What did I have in here? This is saying this is the default. And so to make this work, presumably, I'm just adding this other users directory, which I hope will expose the least amount of stuff that I need to expose, and then I don't intend to have another volume in there. But I don't ever intend to use that other volume, so yeah. Yeah. Let's cut this from here and bring it over to this guy. And if this thing works, I'll also save this command. That will be a useful command going forward for me. And I'll have to potentially make this a part of the whole setup process. But doing all this stuff, it's important, man. Man, come on, man. Anyway, how you lot? How are you lot doing today? At the moment, I'm still just talking to myself. I did get a viewer not too long ago, but the ultimate thing of it all was that viewer was me, and I was just checking to make sure the stream was working. But you'll see. I'm not great at these streams, but one day I'll be excellent. I'll be the archetype of them. Hence the name. But first I just need to get my development environment up. Once that's up, I'll be cooking. Hello. See, these fingers, they work, but the question is, does the mouth track my mouth enough? Maybe I need to enunciate more. Let's see. An hour and 14 into the stream. I need to enunciate more. Whoa. Part of the issue is like my mic's in the way. So I could also try moving my mic over here. And then that would track my hands a little better. Wahaha. I wonder if I could also track them from above. Oh, what about if I'm looking down this way? How well can it track me? I don't know. Oh, thank goodness for Stack Overflow. It's still good these days. Dun, 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 dun. Maybe I can just browse Stack Overflow. People are still using this stuff. Android Studio automatically installs to my C drive. How can I make it install my virtual device to my D drive? Cannot see the solution explorer in VS Code. Command B, dog. Is that not what that is? Control B. I wonder what the solution explorer is. I wonder if there's an extension for that. Replace the default ionide. Yeah, I'm guessing this is just some extension he needs. Or she. Just makes me laugh though. Where did it? Ah. Oh, the C# dev toolkit in VS Code, the solution explorer doesn't show up for me. I mean, also what's not showing up is the other explorer, dog. Dog, dog. Open editor. Oh, he's right clicking on Explorer. Interesting. Let's see. View. I wonder how big this is. Let's see. I could maybe solve this for this guy. I like VS Code. I like helping people. I like giving back. I don't like installing nonsense on my computer, but it's also only 3 stars. Come on, man. I'm tempted. Let's see. When you create, let's see how this thing's supposed to work. Right down here. Oh, it's just a tab. Let's see. When you open a workspace that contains a .NET Solution files or projects, the solution will automatically appear. Probably just got to do that then. Let's just see. Is he? Should I log in? Should I sign up? Let's sign up. Sign up with Google. Sure. I don't think I can answer things yet because I probably don't have the cred, but let's see. Okay, let's go with it. Have you tried opening this thing? Ah! Wait, hold on. Um, And I'm gonna get a link. Some helpful. Let's see, I'm supposed to do this. Link. Let's see. Um, why does it say? Oh, is it supposed to be there? There you go. There we go. I got there. I got there. Woo! Look at me go. Still starting. I feel like this could be the start of my Stack Overflow career, just jamming out questions and stuff. Cool, I got an inbox. For more answers to questions, just let me know. Billing is unavailable. Error with React Native. Why does VS Code's external console command.exe echo my input when running C++ program, and how to change? Man, I'm so good at this. Not only did I give him a suggestion, but I gave him documentation. I think that'll help find the answer that he needs. Let's see. How should the knowledge base search operation be handled within an AWS Bedrock? Maybe I should filter to stuff that I know. Customize my feed. Running Keycloak React admin as dev mode. Metacapy model summary. This Podman machine better freaking start soon. I explode. Just destroy somebody here. It's amazing how much longer things take, you know. I was expecting to implement like this whole thing, and then the idea kind of changed. But I guess a part of that is I could kind of build out. I'm pretty decent at project management, and maybe it's worth me um, I guess just exploring the documentation of what I'm working on so that I can track it from time to time. And then people won't feel like I'm getting complacent with my development. Yeah, let's do that. So I like to use Notion for stuff like this. Let's pop that in. Let's get Notion. Google. Archetype. Continue. And then this is going to be for personal life. This too, but I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Just chill. That's okay. I don't need calendar access. I don't need the desktop app either. Do I want the desktop app? Do I have the desktop app? I've got the desktop app. We'll skip that too. All right. So let's just trash this. Trash this. Boom. It's all good. It's all good. So let's see. I'm gonna have just some high level ideas, and then if I need to make more of these, I can duplicate them. If that makes sense. So let's do a page here, empty page. And we're just gonna call this just the template for uh, product management. And then within here, I want to have, let's see, oh, I can add a page inside. Database, empty database. And we're going to call this, you can start with research. Yeah, I'll call it research. Okay, so you got my research database. Let's see, what do I want to have in that? Stuff like, let's see, let's customize this table. So um, yeah, let's do a select, I guess. Do a select. And I really like the created at and the edited time. Those are always helpful. Do a select with the phase of research that we're talking about. And then let's add an option of say discovery. You can even say opportunity discovery. Let's just make two of these things. Then you have solution discovery and solution delivery. Let's change colors on these. Make that green. Solution discovery. Make that orange or yellow actually. Yeah, let's do yellow. And I like these blue, like they're insightful. And then let's just rearrange them this way. I mean, really, what is the difference between a problem and an opportunity? I guess for me, a problem, I just think of that more as like a something that's negatively affecting, where an opportunity is more of a positive idea. But that's the phase. I'm going for an underscore theme. It's very casual here. Created at. Edited. When did you edit it? Oh, channel. That's a good one. That'll be another, I think, select situation. So the question here is, how did I learn about this? And so you've got like, say YouTube in person or something like that. What might be some of the hey, come back. YouTube, in person, phone call, email, just whatever, stuff like that. Maybe even it was in the code. Is that? I don't know. That feels like in person. I'll think on that one. I can add it later if I need it. And then let's see. I think that's all I really want. But then the question is, okay, so this is kind of like the scientific method if we're thinking about it. And so I've got research, and research is going to ultimately develop into potential problems or solutions. And then this will kind of help my my pipeline of my product workflow here. So I got research, got I'm curious. Name that encompasses opportunities and problems. Come on, AI, help me out. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see, a name that encompasses both opportunities and problems could be challenges or possibilities. I like challenges. Maybe I'll call it that. Undo. I don't need that. I'll just call it, instead of opportunity or problem, we'll call it challenge discovery. What is my challenge? Why does that matter to me? It's just the backlog. And is that really helpful here? Probably not. But let's try this language. Just have three things. We're going to keep it simple. So we've got challenges, solutions, and challenges and solutions. And has the challenge been met? So what we're going to now do is make a template. And so in this research, let's call it research. We've got phase. I guess the question is what stuff do I want to document in any of these interactions? And so cool thing with research is it can be a little bit more flexible. But one thing that I want to have in here is a link to a new database that I'm going to create that I haven't created yet. Called challenges. So let's do that now. So we got this. We're going to make a database, just an empty database. It's going to be called challenges. Let's go ahead and do that. And then jumping back to this research page, jumping back to this template. So this default. And do you know, actually, let's undo that. So that was default. Just in the event that I need to make some more custom stuff, I'm cool with this. So edit this guy though. And what I'm thinking here is inline, let's see, challenges. Notes. Just put that there so that I have something underneath it, because that can be kind of annoying to work around. But database inline, challenges database. Yeah, there we go. And oh, one thing that I forgot to do is to create a relationship here. So let's create a relation to the challenges table or database. And with this, let's see, do I want it to be two-way? I mean, yeah, I do. Related property name. This says research. I want it to be challenge. I feel like, oh, I have that wrong. Let's see, what does this show up as? Let's rename that to research. There we go. And then here, I've now got challenges. And then in my template, we're going to add filters. Filter by let's see how this works. I'm just trying to remember. I think that. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, just like that. And so then what that will do, and I can confirm, is when I create a new event, oh, let's also change some of these layout situations here. Show title? No, thank you. Vertical lines, we can show those. Page icons. Graph all columns, absolutely. Okay. Should I make this more of a list though? You can do that. Okay. So that's kind of neat. Kind of neat, man. It's kind of neat. Dude, this thing is still starting. Good grief. Just finish already. See, did that guy ever respond back to me? Mark all is red. Let's see. Do I have a place where I can see my comments? Questions, tags, articles. I don't know. What if I lost it? Let's see what it's called. C# dev. And it was the solutions. And it was newest. This guy's got one answer. This guy has a typo that's not how you spell your in this context. 9 minutes ago. I'm 20 minutes ago. Did I already answer this shiz? Saying this exact same thing. Let me now I ran out of time to edit it, but I'm missing a space. Come on, dude. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up, dude. I'm the one. I want the credit. All right. Sorry, getting distracted here. But yeah, so now when I create a new research, if there are any challenges, opportunities, or problems that come up as a result of it, I can document this. I'm going to have a place to take notes beneath it. But this challenges is really important. Like, as an example, if I've got a product and I'm trying to just understand, like, let's say I'm talking to a customer and they are using a Windows machine as opposed to a Mac. Well, then that's something that we'd want to look into and say, okay, is it worth it for us to explore this and to understand how to move forward here with the challenge? All right, what is this? Repeat rate? Gross. I don't want that at all. But now I've got a research page, got a little challenges that can be linked to it, and I've got my challenges. Now my challenges, I guess that's the next thing. It's like, what do I care about that? What do I care about on that? Well, I think that's a good question. So I think anytime you're spending time just understanding a thing, you need to ask the question, is it worth my time to even, is it worth it to even um, spend time on this? And so then that raises the next thing in here, which is um, the alignment of your product. What's the vision of your product, the mission statement of your product, and just the simple question of, does this align with it? Um, and so in the same way that you can have uh, like you can have a vision, a mission statement. You could have a 90-day goal if you wanted to. But it'd be nice if there's a way to tie that all to what challenges you're actually choosing to look into. To some extent to what you're researching, but lesser there just because sometimes research can take you in a whole bunch of areas and you want to collect that. Um, and so I think, yeah, you've got product, you've got vision and mission alignment, which I think is like it's something that you should ask anytime you're working on something. Does this align with my vision? Does this align with my, I think more importantly, my mission statement? Um, and so then the question I have is, how do I want to document that on here? Is that something that I need to document? I feel like sometimes it really is. It's just one of those things where uh, as you move forward, it becomes easy to forget what you're trying to do. So let's add another page. Um, we'll say the product. We'll call it just the. We should call it the product. I don't want to say vision, but product details. You got your vision, you got your mission, product information, page, just view page. But on here, it's like I wanted to have a place for a mission. Sorry, a vision, a mission statement. And then potentially multiple OKRs, for example, objectives and key results. And then that's what you can say, like, does this discovery align with the OKR or the N, is what they call it, an N9, is it? Let's see, N90 versus OKR. Is it N90? N90 and OKR both oriented with a different structure and focus. Typically, N90 emphasizes a 90-day cycle for achieving specific objectives, while OKRs provide a broader framework for setting ambitious goals and measuring progress over various timeframes, often with quarterly evaluations. So let me think here. There's 365 days in a year. Divide that by 4. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. But N90 is maybe a more specific implementation of it. Um, let's just ask the question. Narrative, commitment, tasks, objectives, and key results. Is it fair to say that an M90 is a subset of an OKR? Sure, let's do it. Got it. Cool. That's kind of fun. Yeah, I'm just talking. I need to talk to somebody, and chat's not here, so I'm down. I'm down with N90. I'm down with that concept. Um, I think an OKR is the same thing, more or less. It's just I like this here. Actions to achieve commitments, measurable goals aligned with the narrative. I think it maybe still more down with an OKR. So all that to say, and you might have multiple visions and you want to track those from year to year, but it's like at what point does it end? Does it ever end? Maybe you change your vision. Yeah, let's add it. Let's add. Should I just do everything in databases? That would be wild. And so a vision can have many mission statements, and a mission statement can be aligned to. That's too much. That's too much. Gone too deep. All right. Product information. We just want a page here, and it's going to say something to the effect of vision, mission statement. Okay. And then the third thing on here is going to be uh, the high level OKRs, just OKRs that we're looking to accomplish within a given period of time. So got my mission page, my mission statement, but now that needs to add, that goes up top, research challenges, and then we need to have OKRs. So we'll add another page here. OKRs database, empty database. Make a new database here. And so the thing that I want to have on here is the I guess the time frame. So let's see. I always like to have this, created that. I like to have the edited time. And then I want to have the not a due date. I mean, it's technically a due date, but call this just the time frame. And it's going to be a date. I wonder if you could do like quarter. That'd be kind of cool. We've got. I wish you could have like default properties on here. Full date, short date, relative. What does that mean? I wonder if they have. That's fine. We could also just put like a single select here. Yeah, we'll do this. Change it to a select. Call this quarter. Now you got to come up with a good naming format here. And yeah, let's delete this. But here, so as an example of one of these things that I might want, 2025 Q3. Q4. And then with this, I can have infinite amounts. So it's like, what quarter is this relevant to? Because I'm going to do these 4 times a year. And then within them, what do I want to have? But similarly, I want to have on the challenges page a reference to OKRs, but I want it to be one way. So let's see here. Relation, OKRs, not two-way, and add relation. And so what this will do is allow me to say, okay, this is a challenge. Does it align with any of our OKRs? What was the research that was applied to it? What are we going to call it? If it doesn't align to an OKR, then that's just something that we don't do now. And so this thing's going to have a status section for sure. We'll say, hey, stop it, edit properties. So one of them can just be the initial status of this being not refined. Assuming that you have like some kind of backlog refinement meeting or something to that effect. Got not refined. You've got, now this is kind of an interesting, the challenge was met or it has not been met. I guess got met, you've got not yeah, we'll say not yet here, and then incomplete we'll say not ever. Not yet, not refined, in progress. Understanding. And then after we'll have understood. And met. So not ever. That's we're just going to kill that. Understood is hopeful. Understanding, not yet, not refined. This is the darkness. And so then through this, okay, it's like we've got these three statuses. We've got these stages here. The question is, what is like the happy path of these stages, right? Gotta yeah. I guess all I care about is the blue ones in terms of what I'd want inside the documentation. So I guess is there a better way that I can break down understanding is the question that I have. This is something I've not been thinking about for a long time, but it's something I'm now thinking about. Oh, and do you know what? I'm waiting for this thing to start, but I gotta bounce. My time's up. I'm already 10 minutes over, so it's been a crazy, unproductive morning, but hopefully I'll be better in the future. So with that, I'm going to stop the stream and revisit this thing tomorrow.